Hello friends, this is Sukhwant Singh. What I am going to talk to you today about will probably unravel three questions that come to our mind. Number one, is there a difference between being literate and being educated? Number two, are the so-called educated people good? And number three, are the ones whom we consider to be uneducated bad from within? This morning I read an article which was shared through WhatsApp by my sister. The article is about a person in Punjab. His name is Gurmeet Singh Meet. He wrote this article in November 2020. He has written about his personal experience, which I would share with you in this video. According to the article, it is understood that Gurmeet spent his life in the service of being a postman. Postman's job is to deliver letters. Now, he has written that besides delivering the letters, another job that he had to do was to read out those letters to few people who were not able to read. Now, he has written about his own good quality for which people used to like him and love him. That was, as he used to read out those letters to various people, he never carried the information from one house to another. So that way he developed good trust among the people. Now, further he has written that by the grace of God, he was not just only able to read out the letters to people around the village, but he also developed love for the Gurbani, and he practiced reciting Gurbani, and he became a professional kind of a Gurbani reader in the Gurdwaras, and at the personal level also he used to recite the Bani. He has written that slowly he became very good at the reciting of the Bani. His pronunciation was good, his accent was good, and people liked and appreciated him. Now further he has written about what happens when we get lot of appreciation from people around us. He started a bad habit of pointing out the faults in others. Like whenever he used to find any person reciting the Bani with wrong pronunciation, the first opportunity that Gurmeet ji got, he used to point out to them and say that this was your mistake and you need to improve upon it. So much so that he even started pointing out faults in people in gatherings. Even the ones who used to do kirtan, if he found the jathas which used to perform the kirtan on the stage, soon after their performance, he used to make it a point of going to them and pointing out their faults. He has shared a very bad experience of his, that once, out of some kind of rage against the Granthi is the one who serves in the Gurdwara, he said, I even made the Granthi along with his family walk out of the Gurdwara to leave the job and go. He had become so bad from within, in a way that the pride that he had in him that he was very good at reciting, very good. People appreciated him, loved him. So he did that, and he has written that before leaving the Gurdwara, that Granthi had only said that I pray to God that he should give you proper understanding. And then he said that as age took over him, he realized wherever he met that Granthi in the town, he found that the Granthi was very happy. And in spite of all the appreciation that he got from people, he remained unhappy. He was not having peace of mind. And then further he has written that it so happened that at the end of the village there was a small dilapidated house where an old couple came to live. Name of the man who came to live in that house was Kamaluddin. His wife was pretty old, looked forward to the letters that he used to bring home. He used to deliver letters which used to come from their family members. Now, Gurmitji, he used to find that whenever he used to visit the house, the old man used to be lying on the cot, and he used to be surrounded by various books like Holy Quran, other religious texts, and one such visit he even found him turning the pages of Gutka. Gutka is a sacred book of Sikh religion. Now he used to go to that house, and he used to read out the letters to the old lady. The old lady used to ask him to read out the letters to him. And she used to also ensure that he never left the house without eating something. In one visit, out of curiosity, Gurmeet Singh asked the old lady that you make me read out the letters to you. Why don't you ask your husband to read out the letters to you? And to this, the old lady was little shocked and said, Who should read out the letters to me? And he said, well, your husband, Mr. Kamaluddin. And she said, he doesn't know to read even one word. He is absolutely an illiterate. And Gurmeetji was shocked, and he said, no, I have never seen him without a book. I always see him turning the pages of the books. And she said, you want to know? I can even assure you that without reading, people still come to him, and he is able to make them understand various things from the scriptures and other places. He is able to do that. And this made him still more and more perplexed and confused, that how is it possible a man who is always with the books, and people coming to him and asking him for his advice, and here is his wife who says he is an illiterate and doesn't know to read a word. So he said, please, I'm failing to understand this. And the old lady said, you want to know the secret? You come with me. And she took him to the old man, that is Kamaluddin. Kamaluddin was lying on the cot, and he looked up, looked towards his wife, and then looked at Gurmeet Singh. He looked with curiosity that why has he come, why she has brought him to him. And she just, through gestures, told him that Gurmeet has certain doubts that how you are such a big advisor to people around you, and yet I told him that we are not able to read. All that Kamaluddin did was, he held the hand of Gurmeet Singh, and he says, the moment he touched my hand, it sent a shiver up his spine. He shivered a little bit as if some holy person has touched him. And he took his hands and took it to the text that he was holding maybe Holy Quran, maybe Gutka. He told, see, he rubbed his hands on the words that were written on that scripture and said, these must have been the words which must have been recited by the great masters one day. And I always feel them by touching them, by seeing them. That was the time when Gurmeet Singh was really, he changed from within. That look at this man, look at this, his devotion. He is just appreciating that he knows few verses by heart, and he is touching and seeing those words, and by that itself he is relishing and enjoying, and he is able to explain the life better than what he is, in spite of all his knowledge, all his capability of reading out. He realized that being literate is not enough, having knowledge is not enough, being good at pronunciation and accent is insufficient. What is required is the skill of appreciating the Lord and His creation. I'm reminded of the lines from Gurbani where Nanak says, ना कोई पढ़या पंडित बीना, ना कोई मूर्ख मंदा, बंदी अंदर सिफ्त कराए, ताको kahiye banda. Means, Nanak says, ना कोई पढ़या पंडित बीना. Bina means good. He says, कोई पढ़ा लिखा या पंडित जरूरी नहीं है कि बीना हो, अच्छा हो. ना कोई मूर्ख मंदा. And at the same time, मूर्ख here stands for the person who is illiterate, uneducated. At times in villages we call such people as murakh. Said, na koi murkh manda. It's not necessary that if someone is murakh, foolish, or even uneducated, he is bad. He may be good from within, like Kamluddin. He says, na koi padya pandit bina, na koi murkh manda, bandi andar sift karai. Sift means appreciation. Sift salah karna, sift karna. Paramatma ki sifti bare geet gana. Bandi andar sift कराए, Tako kahiye banda. He is the true human being. वो एक सही इंसान है. So, it answers our question which were put forth right at the beginning. Is there a difference between a literate and an educated person? Yes, there is. Second question, are all educated persons good? Answer is no. And third question, are the uneducated person bad? The answer is no, they aren't. And who is good? The ones who know to appreciate. We can appreciate God in so many different ways. We can appreciate the Lord by singing His praises and by taking care of His creation, and also by loving and spreading love to others we come across, and we can also show our appreciation by performing our duties in whichever job we are to the best of our means. Thank you so much for watching, and I would request you all to subscribe and share the video if you like it. Thank you so much.